Good everyone, my name is Dan and welcome to the School of Mathematics. These are questions on bearing. It says describe the position of x 233 degrees from the origin. Now, the first thing you want to do is to draw your compass point, right? That's your cardinal point. Now, this is the north, pointing towards the north. This is pointing towards the east. This is pointing towards the south, and this is pointing towards the west. Now, you see, while measuring your direction, starting from the north is 0 degree. Move to the east, this is 90 degrees, right? From the east to the south is another 90 degrees. So from the origin to the south is 180 degrees. Between the south and the west is another 90 degrees. So from the origin down to the west is 270 degrees. Between the west and the north back to the origin is another 90 degrees. So if you move round back to the north, starting from the north and then ending back to the north, so we get 360 degrees. So the north is both 0 degrees and 360 degrees, right? So now, when you're asked to draw a bearing, describe a bearing, a position, you have to start from the origin, which means you start your movement from the north. Now, we are asked to describe point X, which is 233 degrees from the origin. Now, from the origin you begin, you move to this point is 90 degrees. To this point, another 90 degrees, which is 180 degrees. Now, if you continue to this point, that will be 270 degrees, which is bigger than our point, right? X. So it means X is 233 degrees, which is between south and west. So 233 degrees will fall around this place between south and west. So we draw our X line. So this is our X, which is 233 degrees. Now, to represent this in bearing, right, is to now see, because we're asked to describe the position of X itself. That is, X is between south and west. So X will equal, starting from the south, going towards the west, right, which is southwest. However, we need to know the exact bearing for X, because X is starting from the south, not from the north. Starting from the north to X now is 233 degrees, but X is southwest. Starting from the south now, subtending at X. So we need to find our X degree. Now, from the north up to this point is 233 degrees. From the north to south is 180 degrees. So if to this point is 280, is 233, and to this point is 180, right? To get this X degree, it means we'll subtract 180 from 233, and that will give us 53 degrees. So that means that our X in bearing is south 53 degrees towards the west. So starting from the origin, we drew the position given. We know that we now found out that X is between south and west. So to represent or describe the position of X on a compass bearing is to find the degree of X between south and west, because X fell between south and west. Now, question 2 Describe the position of point P 520. Of course, draw your compass point. This is moving towards the north. This guy is moving towards the east. This guy is moving towards the south. And this guy is moving towards the west. Now, of course, always you start drawing from the origin, which is the north, right? The north is both 0 degrees and 360 degrees. Starting from the origin to the east is 90 degrees. The south is 180 degrees. And the west is 270 degrees, right? Now, starting from the origin, you move, getting to the east, we achieve 90 degrees. Getting to the south, we achieve 180 degrees. Getting to the west, we achieve 270 degrees. Back to where we started from, we already achieved 360 degrees. Now, we have to draw point 520 degrees. Don't worry yourself. I mean, we already achieved 360 degrees. We need 160 degrees more to achieve 520. It means you start your journey again from the north. So remember, we already made 360. So you go again, getting to the north and to the east now, which is 90 degrees. That's 360 plus 90 degrees. That is 450 degrees, right? Now, if you go towards the south, that's 450 plus another 90. That is 540 degrees, which means our point P will not get to the south. It will be between the south and east, because starting again from the north to the south is 540. So it then means that the P will stop in between south and east, because P didn't get to south. So we draw the line P. So this is our point P now. So now remember, to measure P, we can't start from the east like this. We have to start from the south going towards the east, then we meet P on the way. So if we start from the east going towards P, then this will be our P degree. Remember, going around again from the north to this point is 160 degrees. How then do we find this small point P? So that we can say our P, of course, is in between south going towards the east. Now, from the north going to the south is 180 degrees, right? And then from the north to P is 160 degrees. So to find this small part, which is P, we subtract the 160 degree from 180 degrees. So we have minus 160 degrees. And that gives us 20 degrees. So that means that our P is 20 degrees from the south towards the east. Please do this. Describe the position of A, 283 degrees from the origin. Drop your answer in the comment section and I'll be there to tell you whether you're right or you're wrong. If this is your first time of coming across our page, please do it to subscribe. Everyone like, share, comment, and you can also follow us across our social media pages at God's School of Mathematics. So I come your way next time. Bye for now.